Hey guys, how's it going? Dudey, Rhino here, and today I am bringing you a types of people in the crowd at gigs and music festivals. Yeah, let's fucking go. So let's admit it, yeah, music festivals and gigs, that, you know, the kind of crowds you get, they do vary a bit. They vary with genre, but ultimately you do get the same kind of people in any crowd. And some of those people are great, some of those people are just straight up CUNTs, and some of those people are just so far gone on ketamine, you just think, how the hell are you getting home? So let's start off with the stereotypical knobhead. Yeah, we've all seen him. Yeah, alright mate, you go to the gym 2 times a week, you got a fucking ILS, a bit of invisible lat syndrome, yeah? Your fucking elbows have got their own gravitational pull. It's like, do you know why muscular men stand like this? It's because they've got a latissimus dorsi in between this part and this part. You don't. Let your arms rest, mate, yeah? But also you're standing there quite firm. You clearly train legs because you are rooted. And no matter how many times I say, sorry mate, can I just get past? You will not fucking move. So I've got to make an excuse like, sorry, I'm just with him. And even then you don't move. So I sort of tap you on one shoulder and, you know, you look, because you are a fucking oaf. And then I can get around you the other way. But it's just like, mate, just fucking move. You've clearly, you know, found your spot. You're happy with it. Let me get to the fucking barrier, you prick. You've also got the sort of person, now I actually had this experience with a girl in a crowd. I think it was like DJ Fresh or something a few years ago at Reading, and fucking basically, right, obviously, you know, the crowd moves. The crowd moves, you're getting pushed about, you can't help it, yeah? It's called momentum, right? Well, basically, I was pushed backwards into a girl. I think she just assumed that off of my own back, I literally thought I'm going to jump backwards into her on purpose just to piss her off. Because she was that fucked off that I'd fallen into her, even though about 50 people surged backwards, resulting in me falling backwards into her, not onto her. We didn't fall over, I just kind of bumped her, right? She full on shoved me. Now whether I shoved her back or not is, you know, up. If you were there and you saw what you saw, then you saw what you saw. But I'm saying, look, possibly, allegedly, maybe it might have happened. Possibly, allegedly, maybe it might not have done, alright? But what I'm saying is, yeah, I didn't do it on purpose, right? So don't shove me, yeah? Fuck. You've got the guy. I love this guy. I love this guy, right? This guy does not get involved in the mosh pit. He doesn't risk getting an elbow to the temple. But this guy sacrifices girls and boys into the pit for no reason. You've all seen him, the guy that's on the edge of the fucking pit, and he doesn't even know the person to his right. He will just grab them and throw them in mid-circle pit. So it's literally like throwing a tomato into an active blender. It's just like, they're just gone, you know? And that's one of my favourite people just to watch. Not to be thrown in by, but just to watch from a distance. I love the guy, and you've all seen him, that sacrifices people into the mosh pit. Fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And coupling up with that, you've then kind of got, it tends to be like girls, alright, or sometimes it's lads, but you know, they sort of like want to observe the pit, but from a safe distance, but they do get too close to the fucking pit sacrificial priest and like sort of peek in to have a look what's going on, and they just get launched in by the guy that I've just spoke about. And for some reason it's always that person that just happens to catch a flying elbow into the jaw. I mean, I've seen I mean, Metallica, fucking Reading 2015, my mate Jordan was actually that guy, you know, the pit sacrificial priest, and he launched this kid, this poor kid. Basically he had a ball, right, because Metallica launched loads of balls in the air. He had a ball, a guy the other side of the pit had a ball, and you see it in fail videos all the time. I've got like a yoga ball, I'm going to run into another yoga ball and it's going to be fine. Never is it fine. And Jordan's 6'3", brick shithouse. You'll see him in the weekly vlog on Friday. I'll do a bit of sparring with him. Basically, he gives him a bit of a boost, to say the least, and literally launches this kid. The momentum brings the ball down, so this kid goes face first into this other lad's shoulder. He just turns around. His ball has been blasted away. His mouth is pissing with blood. You can see all this on the Red and 15 blog. Go check it out. His face is pissing with blood, and he's just like, "Oh, lost me ball." I'm pretty sure he either had a brain hemorrhage or severe concussion at that point, because his face was fucked and all he cared about was this ball. But yeah, always be careful, yeah, of just lingering around the edge of a pit, because you're never safe, I tell you. You've also got the guys and gals that just did too much ketamine, too much MDMA, too much cocaine, or all three, and they just like stood there in another world. Like, they are literally in a different dimension. Like, I remember I went to see someone in Red in 2012. We met some lads around who were camping near us, and basically this lad was convinced for about half an hour of this set that there was a lamb behind the drum kit, and he would not stop. He was so concerned for the welfare of this lamb sort of being stuck in the double foot pedal that you would honestly believe that there was a full-on lamb behind this drum kit. But of course there wasn't. Don't do drugs, kids, yeah? Because, I mean, the other thing was he went into a psychotic rage of fear when he looked to his left and was screamed like, "Oh my god, it's the Sugar Puff Monster," and I thought, oh, he's on drugs. Looked to my left, it was actually a guy in a Sugar Puff Monster costume, but obviously to this guy off his tits, that was the most terrifying thing he had ever seen since Two Girls, One Cup. So obviously, you know, you need to be careful with your drugs, ladies and gentlemen, yeah? Do them safely. You got to think, especially if you're doing it for the first time, you're in a field with about 80,000 people, so it's not exactly the safest environment. But anyway, this isn't a drugs lecture video. Do whatever you want, but just be wary that there may be a Sugar Puff Monster out there. You've also got the diehards, yeah? I kind of fall into this category from time to time, you know, where basically you go see a band and you know all their lyrics and you want the singer to know that you know every lyric they ever wrote, and you were screaming it at the top of your lungs to a point where when the act is finished and your mates are like, "Oh, that was really good, wasn't it?" And you're like, "Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I really enjoyed, you know, slow down, that was great." And you just cannot speak for the rest of the weekend, but you know that you gave it your all. And in all honesty, if the front man did somehow notice you in the crowd, they'll probably think like, "Fucking hell, this kid's got issues, he needs to get a life." But there you go, you know, you've got the guy or the gal that knows all the fucking words. Another one of my favourites, the chicks that get to the front barrier who just clearly want to suck and fuck the lead singer of whatever band they're seeing. And you know, they're screaming their name, they're throwing tampon torpedoes at them, they're fucking throwing their knickers at them, they're fucking flashing their tits and stuff. They're saying, "Please take me backstage, I'll let you spit roast me, God, please, anyone." And the best part is, you just got the chick's boyfriend stood next to her just like, I've never seen her like this before, like, what the fuck, you know? The guy doesn't know whether to leave her, whether to cry, whether to enjoy the music, or whether to just fucking walk away and never fucking speak to her again, because it's just a shock. You know, he thinks he's doing her a favour, and he puts his girlfriend on his shoulders, you know, oh, she's enjoying the music from, you know, a great viewpoint. She is getting caned with pint glasses of piss, because that's what happens, guys. If you go on the shoulders, you have to expect to be annihilated. Yeah? Think 300, where they fucking fire all them arrows and block out the sun. That is what's going to be happening, but instead of arrows, it's just going to be pint glasses of piss coming your way. And that also goes for the guy, you know, with the person on their shoulders. Not only are you going to have a sweaty badge on the back of your neck, but you're also going to be just piss streaming down from the skies on you, and it's not from the chick that's on your shoulders, let me tell you that. But yeah, so, you know, the boyfriend, he's like, "Oh, I'm doing her a favour, she loves this band," and the next thing you know, she's on the main screen with her tits out. He's like, "Babe, and for me to look at, what are you doing?" And then you know, it collapses and it just all goes wrong. But yeah, it's shit. Oh man, just, I love fucking couples where the chick absolutely adores the band. It's just fucking brilliant, because you just know it destroys the relationship there and then. It's fucking incredible. You've also got, right, and this is obviously more at music festivals and gigs, because there's not as big a wait between acts and shit, but what really pisses me off, right, so you're sort of, you're trying to get to the front or get close, you know, because you want to see the band. This is mainly main stage, right? You're trying to, you're like, "Excuse me, mate, oh, sorry, excuse me, yeah, fuck off, yeah, excuse me." So, that little jab to the ribs, you know what I mean? It's like, but he's like, sorry, mate, was that was a B. And then so you're just getting through, right? And you're like, oh, there's an opening over there. Oh, fucking sick, let's get over there. No. It's a load of chicks laying down on the floor because their feet hurt because they've been stood for too long. But the thing is, if you think of sardines, they're packed like this, right? Yeah? Nice and solitary because you can get more space, you get more people in a certain area. If you're fucking starfishing on the ground like this, yeah, you're taking up room for about 8 people. Fucking move! Get on your fucking feet, yeah? Don't be that person, please. Please don't be that person at the festival. And if for some inexplicable reason, yeah, I get near the front and you've got a camping chair there and you're sat in a camping chair near the front, yeah, anywhere remotely near the front of main stage, I'm expecting that chair to get set on fire, whether you get off it or not in that moment of time, because you are one of the worst people on the planet. If you are, if you're ready to see a band, you do not take up more personal space than you require. Do you understand? Yeah, everyone is there to see the band. Everyone deserves the same amount of space. Okay, do not take the piss. Do not take a chair. Do not starfish on the ground. If you want that, yeah, there's loads of space for that. About fucking 250, 300 meters that way. Yeah, fuck off. Another thing, I'm 6 foot tall, right? Just because I'm taller than you, yeah, does not mean I do not deserve to be stood in front of you. If I got there first, yeah, and the band is on, everyone's settled, yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot move for you to see, yeah? I might offer you my shoulders. If not, I'm sorry, you just got to deal with the fact that God gave you a shit hand, yeah? It's not my fault that you are 5 foot tall and I'm 6 foot, okay? If there's space somewhere for you to go, then you get there, son. I will not stop you going past. But if the band is on and everyone's like this and you're like, I can't fucking see, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you know, I'm not, you know, I remember Eminem, Wembley Stadium, yeah, there was these couple of people in front of me, right? And basically, this lad, fair play to him, he was on the barrier, yeah? But it was like the halfway back barrier, you know, where they split. Anyway, he was on the barrier, and this woman was like, my son can't see. And he was like 11, right? Come to Eminem at 11 years old. I'm not being funny. This lad in front, he had a perfect argument. He was like, I'm sorry, this kid weren't born when Lose Yourself came out. I'm a massive Eminem fan. I've got a good spot here at the barrier. I'm comfortable. I'm not going to give it up for your fucking 11-year-old because he's like 4'2", yeah? And he don't even know the words to stand. So that's fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Fuck him. Yeah? If you're there to see a band, I'm literally now sounding like the first guy I was talking about. But it's not the point. The first guy I was talking about is like, you know, when people are just trying to get into spaces and stuff and the band hasn't started or anything and he's just being a fucking knob, just not moving, you know. But if it doesn't affect his space at all, if you're genuinely trying to get like 6, 7, 8 rows in front, then fair enough. But if you're literally saying, you're taller than me, so I want to swap spaces with you, go fuck yourself. Do you know what I mean? Listen, if I'm anything, guys, I'm honest, and I like being honest with you guys, okay? And I'm just saying the facts, yeah? Don't be a dick. Everyone's there to have a nice time, okay? At the very least, be polite, right? Listen, guys, this is already 15 minutes long, basically. There are so many more types of people at gigs and types of people at music festivals in the crowd. If you want another video like this, please let me know, and you can do that by commenting down below. Comment the types of people you see at festivals, and I'll do those as well. Also, hit that like button, it really fucking helps me out. Share this video, that helps me out as well. If you want to become a sponsor, there's a link down below. That really helps me out too. But you don't have to do that, just like, share, subscribe, you know what I mean? Listen, the channel's growing, it's fucking great. We're nearly on 9,000 subscribers. Thank you so, no, sorry, 8,000 subscribers, getting ahead of myself, but thank you so much. It'll be 9,000 very soon, I'm sure. Listen, have a great day, have a great week. I think you're amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.